So I received a warped record in the mail, and I'm going to use this vinyl flat to take the warp out of it. And I will show you the specific warp and then the process on how to use this vinyl flat. So this is side A. What I find odd about this is side A, I've had a couple albums like this. Side A is really pretty good. You don't really see much of a warp at all. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it and then show you side B. So this is side B, and you can see that the tone arm is going up and down just in one little spot. I still find that very odd that side A is fine and side B isn't, but it's happened before and I've been able to correct that. So what I'm going to do is I'll take this album and I will start the process of setting it up in the vinyl flat. Okay, so the vinyl flat comes in a, this is the top piece. It's a metal piece, and this is the other piece, and it comes with some felt products. This solid felt product will go onto this, and then I will put the record onto that, and then it's covered with another felt product. So I put it with side B facing up, and if it doesn't take the warp out, then I'll flip it over and try that way too. This is the other felt product that I'm going to place over it. Just kind of center it a little bit on there. And then what I do is I take this piece, and this goes over top of it, and then it gets screwed down with that wing nut. So they have these little silly instructions on here. Number 1, assemble it. Number 2, hot mama. My oven is 130 degrees. And number 3, cool daddy. Days, weeks, months. And that's by Be Patient. Basically what they're saying is you can put this vinyl flat into an oven and go ahead and try and take the warp out that way. I'm not real comfortable with that. So what I've done is I purchased, along with my vinyl flat, this pouch that it's sitting on. It's called a Groovy pouch. And I just flip it over and I seal it with Velcro. And it's got, you know, a switch right here. It plugs in. It's got a low, medium, high. I put it on medium. And then I set a timer for 2.5 hours. And then what I do is I just leave it sitting in there for a while it cools down. And then I will bring it back to the turntable and check it to see if it worked. If it doesn't work, I'll flip it over and I'll do it for another 2.5 hours on medium. It's on very low heat, so it never gets super hot. And then I'll test it again on the turntable, and I'll continue to do it until the warp's gone. But I'm hopeful that it'll only take one try for this, since the warp wasn't real big. But I'll get back with you. Okay, I did one session of the vinyl flat using medium heat for 2.5 hours, and then I let it cool down. It actually sat in overnight, and then I checked it the next day, and there was still a very slight warp on side B. Side A didn't have a warp originally. This is side A again after a second episode, and as you can tell, it looks okay. Now I'm going to flip the album to side B and see the results. Okay, so this is side B. I'm pretty satisfied with the results. There is one little, one little teeny warp, but nothing significant. I'm gonna call this a done deal. Again, the vinyl flat, it works. You just got to be patient.